Good morning. Thank you for coming this morning. I'm Vance Chandler, Sergeant in the Public Information Office of the Sacramento Police Department. Today is a very special day for our entire Sacramento Police Department. You'll hear from a few speakers, and we'll start this morning with our Sacramento Police Chief, Daniel Hahn.
Good morning. Today's a really special day, not only for this department, but for this community. It's one of just a small way that we can honor somebody that was really special. And I think over the last couple months, matter of fact, I know over the last couple months, we've heard all sorts of inspirational stories about Tara and how she impacted people's lives, how dedicated she was, from the LEX program in Sac State, from people like President Nelson, her classmates, her instructors, to her academy classmates, saying all the things that she did to help them, to her patrol team officers, to the department in general, and to our community, have all said how much Tara meant and did for this department and this community. I think it's also important to know that she is going to continue to have that impact. And one of the reasons why today is so special, because this gym is going to be dedicated in her honor. So every recruit, 10 years from now, the recruits that come through this academy to become Sacramento police officers, they are going to know who Tara was, and they're going to be working out on the same gym floor in the same facility that Tara did. And we've often talked about Tara's dedication and her courage and how hard she worked. This is one of the sacred places that she did that, in this gym, on this floor, on that track, in this parking lot they call the grinder. She did it here. And so every recruit that comes through here is going to feel her presence and know all about what she did here. And this is just one of the areas that she did that in. So I think it's a very appropriate, special building to be named after Tara and how hard she worked in this gym. People are not ever going to want to quit in the gym that Tara O'Sullivan spent so much time, sweat, and tears. And not only how hard she worked in here, but how she helped others to work hard. And that's very important for all of our recruits and academy staff that work and sweat and toil in this building. So with that, without any further ado, I would like to introduce two very special people to us, Dennis and Kelly O'Sullivan, who will do the honor of revealing, uncovering the plaque that will designate this building in Tara O'Sullivan, their daughter's honor. So with that, I'd like to introduce Dennis and Kelly to take the steps and let's dedicate this building. With that, I also want to take notice on the academy staff is here. The current academy is here. Tara's academy class is mingled in over here, and a lot of her patrol team members are all here today for this honor. And with that, I would like to introduce the academy commander, Sergeant Kanauki, who next Thursday will be Lieutenant Kanauki. So with that, the commander of the academy.
Hello everybody, like the chief said, my name is Sergeant Brent Kanayuki. I am the Academy Sergeant, and I had the privilege of being Tara's Academy Commander for Academy Class 18BR2. So before I kind of get started, I just wanted to introduce Misha Huppert, if she could come on up here. Misha, along with some Academy classmates from 18BR2, developed the Tara O'Sullivan t-shirt, and they were able to sell over 2,000 t-shirts, and from the proceeds raised over $28,000. So Misha would like to present that to the family. Okay, the other group that I would like to thank is Commerce Printing Services, who donated and actually developed the sign that you see above us. There's also a smaller sign that's inside the Academy hallway as you go down the hallway and you enter inside the gym. And then right inside there's a picture of Tara. So just a couple things about Tara. She was a very special person. Again, she was a recruit with Academy 18BR2. We all hear about just the accolades that she had physically. So she broke the Academy record, plank record, with 26 minutes and 7 seconds. As an officer, she came out and she broke the 1.5 mile record with a time of 10 minutes and 57 seconds. So I think all of that is just a testament to the person that she is, how much she valued physical fitness, her determination, and again, her commitment to law enforcement and to public safety. So every single day the recruits start off PT in this gym, and every single day they're going to be reminded of the example and just the type of person that Tara was. At this time, I would like to go ahead and introduce Mr. and Mrs. O'Sullivan, who are going to have a couple comments for you.
Thank you all for coming this morning to honor Tara here at the Sacramento Police Academy, a place where she learned that she had what it takes to face the challenges of reaching her goal to become a police officer and commit to a life of serving others. Thank you to the Sacramento Police Department and to the Academy staff for dedicating this gym to Tara today, a legacy I know she would be proud of. We feel especially humbled to be able to share this with all of you. And you. As an athlete and fierce competitor, Tara was never one to be satisfied with doing the minimum effort to reach her goals, whether on the playing field or in her life. She pushed herself to her very limits and found that she was stronger than she ever thought she could be during her time here. Tara knew that if she could wrap her brain around it, anything was possible. She used that mentality to push herself and her teammates very hard and to never give up. She had help, though. Her instructors, trainers, and fellow cadets provided the guidance she needed with words of instruction, words of encouragement, and leading by example. She also provided words of encouragement, guidance, and tried very hard to lead by her example. She left her blood, sweat, and tears on these mats, as so many have done before her, and so many will do now and in the future with her steady gaze upon them. She realized her potential here, grew into her strengths, and persevered through her weaknesses. As she became stronger physically, she became more confident in her abilities in all areas of her training, both mentally and physically. She understood that her body would go as far as her mind would allow, and that was always going to be farther than the pain she would suffer in any moment. The pain wouldn't last, but knowing whether or not she gave up would last forever. Tara understood that it takes grit to be able to gut it out and do better each time she needed to rise to the challenge, be it mental or physical. She knew that having the fittest body helped keep her mind as strong as it could be. Tara called me on several occasions to express her excitement when she overcame some pretty big obstacles, mastering the plank each time she beat a record for the plank, telling me how she locked it in and politely suggesting her training partners should drop because they looked so tired and they knew they couldn't beat her anyway. The plated lunge walk where she never dropped the plate because she really didn't want to do the burpees. The runs where she would pass the same people again and again because she knew that a steady pace meant you wouldn't be gassed and you could finish strong. And the first time she got over that 6-foot wall, even with a messed up wrist. She was also extremely excited that her tiny body can do such extraordinary things. And when she finally figured out how to subdue a very tall corporal, who shall remain nameless, she was over the moon. She would call me when things got hard as well, and we would try and talk out some ways to get to a solution. Sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't, but she always had the best instructors she could turn to for guidance and advice, and they never steered her wrong. Knowing that this gym will bear Tara's name feels utterly right. As a lifelong athlete, Tara understood that the gym was more than just a house of pain and sweat. It is a place to overcome physical and mental challenges, create team camaraderie and trust, inspire others to do better and become more than they ever thought possible, strengthen moral character, and of course, a place to build upon the foundation of honor and integrity in those who have chosen to heed the call of peacekeeper, as Tara did. My hope is that Tara's legacy will inspire each class that comes through these doors to stay committed to their goals, focused on their training, and help motivate each other always. Thank you to the Sacramento Police Academy for bringing out the very best in our girl.
So there goes half of what my speech was. So what a remarkable gesture this is. This memorial today, naming the gymnasium in the name of Tara, is very special, as Kelly has called it out to us. Tara. She loved being at the academy and put everything into performing the activities required to the absolute best of her abilities. This was so important to her that she broke multiple records during her tenure. By now, I think everyone knows of her super planking powers. She took her Sacramento Police Department training very seriously, that she would often call family members to fill us in on her progress, on her ups and her downs. She showed us a level of dedication that was inspiring and made us terribly proud of her. She always invested her all to achieve her very best and then attempt to exceed that. Tara was never happy with status quo. This establishment serves as a means to train generation after generation of law enforcement recruits. It is the mechanism by which each recruit determines the best his or her ability, enduring to achieve the maximum performance, to know that the scores of the recruits passing through this facility will be aware of Tara and her sacrifice fills us with joy. I'm in awe of the generosity of spirit demonstrated by the Sacramento Police Department in my daughter's honor. I'm filled with delight to know that Tara's contribution will be recognized during the training of current and future recruits. At this time, we're all here to talk about the dedication of the gym, but I would like to take a minute to really thank the Sacramento Police Department for becoming our family, for calling and checking in and to see how we are. When we say family, we really do mean they have become our family. I would also like to use this opportunity to recognize someone who has so unselfishly gave and continues to give of herself to help my family heal from that terrible night in June. My wife, Kelly, and I are, grateful is not the word. We are just amazed and of just the outpouring, the caring, the personal sacrifice by Captain Wendy Brown. I can't imagine how difficult it must be to deliver the worst possible news that someone's daughter has died in the line of duty. She was graceful and understanding. Captain Brown has approached my family with her heart and gentleness that continues to assist us to heal from this terrible situation. Thank you, Wendy, for everything that you have done for us. Hand Wendy the flowers now.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Wendy.
You.
Thank you very much.
I'm honored.